it.
We had a technical difficulty.
We tried a couple of laptops out and ended up now just using our phones. So hopefully this is going through, and hopefully we'll get a few people listening in and watching out and asking some questions soon. While we wait for the audience to build up a bit, we'll just go into saying a little bit about ourselves, in case you don't know us very well or have only seen us in the show and don't recognise us now. Hi Tracy. So we are Las Chicas Morales, and we do a rolling globe act, and Jacqueline also performs as Duo Nava with her now husband. So we've been working on a few shows with Gandhi's. Jackie?
We've been with Gandhi's now for about 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years, I think.
5 years, which has gone really, really quick. So, yeah, we've performed our act together with the Rolling Globes, as Gina said, and we've done a variety of their shows, such as Circus Surreal, and we've been to Hong Kong with them, with...
You went to Singapore just now.
We went to Singapore just now, yeah, with Uncle Ringo's. So, yeah, we've done a lot of things with them. We've been to the islands, the
Channel Islands, yes.
Jersey and Guernsey, which was really good as well.
Yeah. So feel free to ask any questions you want. It can be about the show. It can be just general chat if you want to know something about us. So
kick the questions off here. When did you first begin performing in the ring?
Oh, okay. So our first performance in the show was when we were...
About 3.
Yeah, we were very young. So it wasn't doing an act of our own. It was more Daddy's little helpers. So in his comedy routines, we helped out, didn't we?
Yeah.
What did we do?
We assisted with his plate spinning act. So we were dressed as little waitresses, which was very cute.
Yeah, and he also used to have a comedy trampoline act as a robber. So we would come in as little policemen and chase him around the ring, and it was fun. But that was our very first performance. So we've grown a bit since then. Oh, we got lots of hellos from UK. From I think I saw Isle of Man back there as well. Oh, that's a question for you, Jackie. How's married life?
Well, it's been great. I haven't seen him since March because he's stuck in Mexico with everything that's going on. So, unfortunately, luckily we managed to go on a honeymoon quick and come back before all this happened. But yeah, I haven't really seen him.
So far so good.
Diane Perkins is asking, did your dad train you for the duo act?
Yes, he did, yeah. Because I met Brandon and he's not from Circus, so he had no idea what to expect and what to do. And I've never done silks either, so we were both new at learning the silks together, which was good, but stressful for my dad who had to teach us.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
Tracy is saying that the girl on the right, whichever way that is round to you, looks like Chico.
It's probably me. We are both his daughters. Oh, big fans of Chico. Oh, lots of hellos from
Hola, Lily.
Lily, Camilla back there as well. Hola, Camilla. Oh, Jasmine from Nottingham. Hi. Any more questions, guys?
Just trying to scroll through here. They're coming in fast.
Oh, we were on Circus King, Carl. That's right. Yeah. Back in the day when we were...
That was when we did our
that was our first performances.
First performance in the ring was Circus King, yeah.
Tracy Watt is asking, how many hours do you need to practice a day?
Well, it changes. I think when you're learning a whole new act, something that you want to dedicate your time to perfect and bring into the ring, it involves a lot of blood, sweat and tears. It's constant hours. Even though you're doing shows, even if you have days off, you have to be very dedicated to that act. But once you have it, once you're performing, unless you're working on something new, unless something's not going quite how you want it to go, you generally just doing the show with it is enough adrenaline for one day. So yeah, we try and practice when you're originally trying to get the act together.
I mean, there's always areas to improve on. So even if it isn't anything to do with your act, you're always stretching or trying to gain more strength. So not necessarily anything to do with your act, but just things that are going to help
The
you
benefit.
along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Being asked if your dad also trained you to do the Rolling Globes act.
He did. It wasn't something he'd done before, but just from it being such an old act, it's a very traditional act in circus. It goes back a long time, actually. Our props were from other people. They were from a Santa's family when we purchased them. So when we got those props, we were on Billy Smart's Circus, and he trained us up every summer holiday, every school break, every Christmas break, every weekend. He was training us with that act. So yeah, it was all him.
Okay, we got Paul Tandy asking, when he used to do interviews from circus performers, he'd always ask, what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you whilst performing in the ring?
Oh,
embarrassing. Oh, I used to wear a hairpiece. I used to... So like the little tie-in hairpieces that you wear for dance shows, and circus performers wear them too, just to make it look a bit more full. Well, we were performing the Rolling Globes, and obliviously, I completely flew off, and it was just sat in the ring, and some poor boy had to go and take it out, and I worked the whole act with basically a little tiny bun in my hair where I'd lost my wig.
Trying to not draw attention to what's just happened.
That was probably my worst. Yeah. Yours?
Mine is probably falling over when you're not actually doing anything.
Oh, God.
So I'm very clumsy anyway, and so I do dangerous stuff, but I'm clumsy more on the floor. So just tripping
So
over
keep her in the air.
and slipping when I'm not even doing anything, that's more embarrassing.
Tracy Ann is asking, how do you feel watching your dad working as the clown?
I mean, we've seen his routines hundreds of times, but he still makes us laugh.
It's different every time,
Yeah, it is.
So we always enjoy it.
Megan Williams is asking, how long did it take you, Jacqueline, to practice for your duo Nava act?
I mean, it was on and off because Brandon had to keep going back to Mexico. I'm not sure. About 2 years, something like that. Yeah,
about 2 years, yeah.
But like dedication, because I had no strength, nothing, and Brandon didn't know anything about circus.
He came a very long way, actually.
Yeah,
Brandon did.
So obviously we're still learning. We're not at the standard we want to be, in the future, but we're always working towards bigger and better things.
There's always room for improvement. That's what we think. So you're never going to be the best, because there's always someone out there who will be better. So you've always got to keep it up a level and keep pushing.
Okay, we got a good one from Karen Caulfield. Did you argue very much when you first started working together, the pair of you?
I think it was more not during the performance, but
No.
after. Then we'd
Bicker.
Yeah.
We'd get over it very quickly, though. You kind of had to. So, but when we were very small, I suppose before performing together, because I think performing together made us communicate a lot better in the first place. Younger, we did. I mean, I think
We'd
it's
bicker
only
about whose turn it was to be in the performance
yeah,
that
but
day.
it's only natural. So it's expected, I think, when you have sisters.
I mean, we're only it's like a heated discussion to make our act better. Not really arguments.
Cheryl Salter is asking, are you working on anything new during this time?
Well, yeah, we have a lot of free time now. So actually, I'm working on not so much new, but improving my tight wire act. Mm-hmm. So I've performed it a bit in Gandhi Circus. You may have seen in the Halloween Spooktacular, or never seen anything like Gandhi's scene we had throughout last year. I performed a bit of tightrope, so that I'm working to improve so that I can put on the whole show now, hopefully. And my sister...
I've actually taken an interest to the aerial hoop, so I've been practicing that a lot with my other sister. She comes and supports me.
Okay, Camilla's just joined. She's asking, do you miss her?
Oh, Camilla, we miss you.
Scrolling down here.
What have we got here? Hello to the Ransom family in Norwich. Hello.
That's the one from Ireland as well. Hi.
Miss most whilst being. What do we miss while being in lockdown? Oh gosh, the traveling. I miss touring the country and visiting new places. We get to see. We're very lucky that we get to see so many quaint towns, big cities. Obviously, the Channel Islands was.
We were so close to getting there, and then this
It's a
happened.
highlight going for Channel Islands,
Yeah.
and so definitely the touring is a big part of it. We do like to explore everywhere we go to visit, so that's a big one that we really do miss that. And of course, performing.
Yeah.
That's another.
And my husband.
Oh. What have we got? Oh, hi, Cinzia. Oh, Charlotte Boltrop. I love you girls. Anybody else? Hi, got anyone?
Just
Let me
people
see if I
asking
can
for you to come to
scroll.
their town.
Oh, I'm
quite
looking
a
at the
lot.
wrong thing.
Oh.
What other hobbies do you have other than circus? What other things do you do?
Oh, okay. So, well, Jackie over here, obviously, she makes all our costumes. So a big hobby and also very essential to what we do is that she makes our costumes for us, which she designs them herself. She has a Facebook page where she sells them, which is
Jackie's Costume Boutique.
so don't forget to follow that. And so now she used to just make costumes for us because it was our preferences, something we felt comfortable in, something we knew we'd like. And now she's branching out to selling them to other performers, dancers. So that's her other skills. And I take an interest in photography and media studies. So I use a lot of Photoshop, video editing, and photography when I get a chance. So now I have a lot of that.
Can you give a big shout out to everybody in Guernsey, please? You would have been arriving
Yeah.
this week, I believe.
Yeah, hi Guernsey. We are really gutted that we
Yeah.
didn't get to go this year, but it just means we'll be
be
bigger
back
and better
soon.
when we do get there. So everyone's practicing to bring an even better show. So you better come over.
Okay, you've travelled all over the UK and the Channel Islands, everywhere. Do you have a favourite town at all?
Favorite town?
Um,
No. Oh no, I think there's so many. Because I
Yeah,
love Jersey. I really enjoy Jersey when we go there.
yeah, Jersey's really
Edinburgh,
nice.
I like
As
going
well-
to Edinburgh as a city.
For me as well, the better the shopping.
I like a good coffee shop,
Yes.
a good coffee and cake, and I'm there.
Must be really suffering at the moment. then,
Yeah,
girls.
that's what we miss.
Okay.
We miss going to little cafes.
Yes,
So.
yeah, we always go to the cafes.
Joel Hatton is asking, what has been your favourite production number in your years with Gandhi's?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
Production number. Oh,
One of my favourites was last year in Butlins. We did a gypsy scene, and that was really fun. We had 2 dancers, and my sister was singing. Rosalia.
not me.
Yeah, that was really fun to do. I mean, we're not dancers, really, but we try our best.
And Daniel has trained us very well. He's
Yes.
taught us a lot. So,
So
big shout out to
we're
Daniel for
loving
all
the
the help.
productions even more and more now. So.
Can you give a shout out, please, to Carl Malcolm?
Hi,
Missing
Carl.
you, missing everyone.
We can't wait to be back on tour. I'm trying to read them. They're coming in so quick.
How about 3 wishes? If you had 3 wishes, girls, what would they be?
3 wishes
Um,
in this current situation.
No, outside this current situation. Gina, you go first.
Oh, I don't know. It would be to constantly be able to improve my own performance was one of them, because it's something I'm trying very hard towards it. So definitely hope that's something I can continue to work on and improve. 3 wishes is hard.
I mean,
More wishes.
the hope, yeah. The hope that ourselves, our family and friends always do what they love to do, you know?
Yeah.
So then that means it's not a job, you know? If you
You
love
have to enjoy it.
Yeah, if you love your job, then it doesn't really mean it's a job, so...
And I guess there's not to travel
Yeah,
further.
constantly travel.
We've enjoyed
we love
all the
traveling.
we like all the places we've got to visit. So the chance to visit even more places, would that would definitely be amazing.
So that's 3 between you, not bad.
Similar interests, okay.
What's your favourite costume?
That's from Cheryl.
Careful.
Better
what you
be
say
one that
here.
I made.
Oh, I don't wear ones you don't make me. What's your favourite costume that you can't pick?
To be honest, they're the ones that I'm making now, which we haven't had the chance to wear.
We just wear them in the garden
Yeah.
and pretend. I think each costume she designs, we love. So
we end up liking it, and then
the new one comes along and we like that one more.
and we don't end up
then-
using the other ones because
So
there's
it's-
new
yeah,
ones,
that's
shiny
how
new ones.
That's how it
so.
goes. Shout out to Shane Carlton. Hello. Oh. I lost that one.
Do you fancy putting on a red nose and the big boots like your dad?
Well, do we? I mean, I feel like it might run in the family, but no, they are definitely big shoes to fill. So I don't know if that's for us. I don't know if it ever crossed our minds to do it, but I think working alongside Dad would have definitely been interesting. I think that would have been something we'd have enjoyed actually as a comedy. So you never know, future projects. So
I think we missed a question. How do you calm yourself down before a performance?
I personally have to forget about everything else and just concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm quite a nervous person when it comes to performing. As my friends and family.
She wears this watch and it goes through the roof.
Yeah, my Fitbit goes crazy. My heart rate goes crazy. So I'm quite a nervous person outside of the ring. And I think my main goal is to obviously not take that into the ring with me. So I just zone out. I forget about anything else. I only think about what I'm about to do. Try and bring my breathing down and not overthink it. Yeah, that's my technique. And you?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
You just go in.
I just go in. Once I'm in, I'm kind of like, okay, have to mind, to what you're doing.
Let me see if I can find some of these.
Shane Carlton, can we have a nice big shout out for?
Hello,
Shane.
What's this? Is there an act you would love to try? Yeah. Well, I don't perform any aerial, and my feet are very firmly on the ground. But I think I really enjoy watching Camilla swinging trapeze. So that's definitely an act that I would personally, especially seeing such a strong woman perform it, brings an interest to myself to learn something like that. If I were to ever venture so high into the big, if I got up there, I'd try it. But getting me up there might be the problem.
We're being asked by Shane and a few others. Where actually are you now? Where are you? What country?
We are in Essex.
So England,
England.
yeah.
So it's a bit. The day today is not
It's a
so
bit
great if we're
grim.
in another country, but we're here with our family, and that's all we can ask for.
What have we got here?
Is there a different act you'd like to try at all?
I would
Yours.
personally like to try the flying trapeze. My father was actually really good at the flying trapeze. He was a great flyer back in the day. I've been on it once or twice, but not actually to learn it. That would be one that I would really like to do.
Let me see, what else do we have? Did you ever do any form of dancing as children? Yes. I wasn't.
We went to ballet when we were about 3.
I am not a very balletic. This is
It's
ballet.
not for us.
I discovered I can't skip through ballet, so my dancing career in my youth was short-lived. However, our youngest sister Rosalia, she did continue with dance and performing arts. Mm-hmm. Obviously, she's a singer. For those who don't know, she's a singer. so that's where that side of the talent went to.
Yeah.
But we do our best. What else do we have?
What other circus duties do you enjoy that aren't performing? He's asking Joel Hatton.
What other do we enjoy?
Circus duties.
Oh!
Other than performing.
What do we enjoy?
We love moving day, don't we?
Oh, I do love moving day.
Yeah, the travelling again. We love travelling.
I think it's all the helping out and getting involved with everyone outside of the ring is just as exciting, especially when you have such a good company and we're very
arriving to a new place and exploring, and it's fun.
Yeah, but the duties of it, yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, publicity. We actually quite enjoy doing the billing. We've done billing a few times. That's always fun. A bit of interaction with the public is always nice. Some of our duties do include ticket office sometimes. So again, you get to meet people. You get to have that bit of a communication with local people and see what they have to say and what their opinions are if they've been to circuses. Whereas normally during the show, when we're performing, we don't get a chance to have that link with them. So the duties outside of the ring definitely enhance our interaction with the public.
Would you like to go back to Singapore, Jacqueline?
Yes, take me back. It was so good. It's such a beautiful country, and we weren't there for very long. But yeah, I would absolutely love to go back. And we went. It's the first country I've been really without my family. I only went with Brandon and the company. So yeah, I'd really love to show them the country as well. So it was really beautiful, beautiful place.
We've had the question a few times. Do you remember the red coat called Luke?
Yeah.
From Butley.
Luke, yes we do, yes.
Say hello for me,
Chico says hi.
Do you love putting the tent up and down? Says Jordan.
Well, I mean,
I'm not going to lie, we don't actually.
We're girls. we don't do too much of the tent. We don't really touch the tent. But it looks fun. I mean,
They look like they're having a
the
great
boys
time.
have a great time. I'm sure from my caravan window they're having a good time.
So, can you tell us what your average day consists of
On a show day.
on a show
On
day?
a show day, would you like to go?
Well, it depends what time the shows are at. Usually we sometimes practice in the morning before the shows. So we'll do that, and then there's a lot of prep for my sister who does some of the stock of the lights and things like that. Other people have a lot more duties, checking all the tent and things, making sure everything is safe for the audience.
Yeah. Obviously getting our makeup on,
Yeah.
hair, makeup, the lot. That takes time. Yes, and then we normally go on front of house about an hour and a half before the performance begins. That's another chance where we get to interact with the public, get an idea of how our audience is going to be, get a feel for the crowd, and we never just perform our own acts as well. As you may have noticed, we're in. It's big on production. We're big on team performance, basically. So we don't just have to do the one act. We get to be in and out the ring a few times, which is good fun.
Angela B is asking, what advice do you have for children that might like to join the circus or have a career in circus?
Gymnastics is always a good one.
Yeah.
It's always a good one. I mean,
And dance, as we've discovered.
I mean, we were never good at gymnastics, but it's one of those things that we don't like to say that it's never too late to learn. But the younger the start, the easier it will be in the long run. So, what do we have?
What's your dream car?
Hi, Bob.
Dream
Your
car.
dream car. If Brandon would like to answer that
Well,
one.
yeah, my husband would say a red Ferrari, which he asks for every birthday.
He does ask
He
for
does.
it. We're gonna get him a mini one. Like,
Yeah.
What else do we have? What would we like to train next? As a solo or a duo? I'd have a big interest in the Wheel of Death. That's another act that I thoroughly enjoy to watch and would love to have a go at and maybe perform one day. And you?
I'm not sure.
You're big on areas, only ground acts.
Ground acts.
You've done magic before.
I have done magic.
She's done some magic. Our first year on Gandhi's. She was a magic assistant.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Kind of anything really. Anything someone throws my way, I'll be happy to try. And yeah.
You've said that you're actually at home at the moment. So how do you practice at home?
We're lucky enough to have a rig out in the garden, which my dad made for us, so we can hang everything there. Gina has a wire prop that she can set out in the garden as well. So
on one side it's tied to a big tree, and the other side Dad had to put some stakes in. So we made it work. That's the beauty of it. Yeah.
So do you still live in a caravan at the minute?
No, actually, we're at our it's our house in Essex, and we have a large drive where we park up our trailers while we're on hold, basically. What else? Lots of hellos. Red coat Luke, yes, done that one.
Hi, Danger.
Rachel's watching. What else do we have? Is Gandhi bossy? Definitely not. Definitely not bossy, James. Oh, sorry.
Lots of people ask you to come back to their towns.
Yes, we do try and go back actually every year. And hopefully this year will be the same. When we do get back on tour, we'll try and, I'm sure we'll be going back to see everybody. Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts of life after Circus? In the future?
In the future, for me, I think it will be something to do with making costumes still, which is what I'm currently doing now, and yeah, would love to do that in the future as well. But I'd like to keep performing for as long as possible, and then after that, something maybe in theatre or a production, some sort of amazing costumes. Yeah, I'd like to do something like that.
I quite like the work that goes on in putting on the show. So I'm currently studying through the Open University for my degree in business management. So I'm thinking obviously longer term, not anytime soon because I want to make the most of my performance now, but in the future I think I'd possibly like to help in events management or to put on another show. That would be ideal for me. I think we're nearing the end of our time. So if there's any more last questions you can take in before we say bye-bye for now.
Well, Libby Gorman is asking, how long have you worked at Gandhi Circus?
I think it's 5 years.
I think it's 5 years.
To be fair, the years just flow into one. Like the contracts just keep going on. So we do a Christmas and then we go back for the tour and then it's a Christmas and then it's Butlins. And we've been to all 3 Butlins now. We've had the opportunity to go to Hong Kong twice.
Singapore, Ireland.
Yes, we've been really busy with the company. And it's been an amazing experience, and it's continued to be an amazing experience. So I've lost track of time. I've literally lost track of time.
Well, how many nationalities do you work with at Gandhi Circus, and have you learnt a lot about other cultures from that experience?
Oh, definitely, I think, especially food. We learned a lot about other foods.
We like to do barbecues, which involves everyone bringing food from their own country, so that's always great to have.
And how many other there's other languages. I can't think of how many. We have Russian speaking and obviously Spanish, Italian. What's very impressive actually is how many people speak obviously more than just their native tongue. It's very common in Circus, so most people speak at least 2 languages, so it's very impressive. It's nice to learn so much about everybody else, and we're always learning from other people, so that's great.
Ola asks who makes better pancakes.
Ola makes better pancakes.
Okay. Well,
Good answer.
Oh gosh.
Joe Taylor asks, how many languages do you speak?
We speak 2 languages.
Yeah,
Well, English and Spanish. Which Spanish was one. It was actually our first language. Our parents insisted that's the language we spoke in the house. So obviously we were speaking before we started going to primary school or to nursery even. Then when we started going outside to primary school, we picked up English. But in the house it was always Spanish. So it was the best way of
Making sure we got both languages.
Okay.
Say hi to everybody for me.
Yeah, so Chico's here as well, and he says a big hello to everyone. And we really hope we get to see you all soon. We hope you come on down to the show when we eventually get out and around to visit your towns again. And thank you so much for listening in and watching, and we hope we answered as many questions as possible.
Sorry if we're not being able to cover them.
Yeah.
Sorry if we haven't answered people's questions.
It's been very difficult. We have a big team behind us trying to read them all, but as you know, we don't always get around to saying to everybody. But a big hello to everyone.
We hope you're all staying safe during lockdown.
Yeah, and making the most of your time as well.
Yes.
Baking, everyone's baking
Yeah, there's
now.
no flour left. So.
Ah, okay. So we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.